The 1-cent piece is the longest tenured coin denomination in the history of the United States Mint. In fact, it was the original coin first struck when the Mint opened its doors back in 1793 and struck a little over 11,000 massive copper cents. However, we would not see the small cent size that we still strike today introduced until 1856 with the Flying Eagle cents. Due to design issues, this would only last for another year, and then it would be replaced by a coin that many have simply forgotten about, despite the fact that it was the workhorse of the American economy for more than 50 years. I'm of course talking about the Indian head cents, and thanks to a lucky find, we can bring back the first 5 Indian head cents ever made in U.S. Mint history. Every coin from 1859 to 1863 in beautiful collector's quality circulated condition for just $139.95 for all 5 coins. At that price, we are less than $28 per coin, the envy of our competition. We are more than $125 less than our nearest competition is asking for the same 5-coin set. And each of our coins are going to arrive in our beautiful Defender holders. This set is item number 905-11087. 905-11087. These stunning coins are also iconic because they aren't just the first 5 Indian head cents struck in U.S. Mint history. They're actually the only 5 Indian head cents to be struck with nickel. They would not remove nickel from the Indian head cent coins until 1864, which means these first 5 Indian head cents were actually the original nickels to Americans. That's because we would not see the modern day nickel, as it were, released until 1866. So, while they're originally called nickels, they would eventually be called white cents, because due to the introduction of nickel in the coin, they look unlike any other Indian head cent that would be struck until 1909 for the remainder of the series. That means these are iconic U.S. Mint issues due to their limited use and short run. Then once you add in the fact that many of these coins were simply melted down and destroyed over the years for their copper content, you have yourself a modern day collecting rarity. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website. It's abccoins.com. Then once you're there, you'll see a search bar on the page. Click that and put 905-11087. That's 905-11087 to get all 5 of the first Indian head cents struck in U.S. Mint history in beautiful collector's quality circulated condition in our stunning Defender holders. Those holders are the exact same size as the NGC and PCGS certified holders, which means that these coins will fit perfectly in those row boxes we like to use to make sure our collections stay as pristine as possible. And there are no coins more appropriate for that type of protection than the first 5 Indian head cents struck in U.S. Mint history. Not only was it the first time that metal content would be used, and then the last time it would be used in 1863, these coins are also incredibly rare by today's standards. To put into perspective, 1859 they struck 36.4 million coins. 1860, 20.5 million. 1861, the lowest out of this 5-coin set, just 10.1 million coins. 1862, 28 million, and then 1863, a little over 49.8 million. Now that may sound like a lot, but you have to remember this was the everyday workhorse of the economy. These coins circulated and circulated heavily, so they needed millions of coins simply to meet the demand of the people. However, when you start to compare it to the other coins struck, you then begin to realize just how rare they really are. Let's look at 1909, that last year of issue for the Indian head cent. It was famously also the year they struck the 1909 VEB cent, a coin that met with much public outcry, was pulled after a few short days of striking. Yet they still struck 28.4 million of that coin. That is a higher mintage than 3 of these 5 in the set. And let's compare it to modern day cent production to truly give you a frame of reference for how few of these coins were made. In 2023, we struck 4.5 billion total cents that year. It breaks down to 376.9 million cents a month. A little over 12.5 million per day. A reminder that they would strike just 1.8 billion total Indian head cents across all 50 years of issue. That means in a little over 5 months, we strike more Lincoln cents than the Indian head cent struck in all 50 years of issue. It's why these coins cost so much when you can find them with our competition today. The lowest price for a single one of these coins with our competitors was $40. Altogether, this set would cost you upwards of $255 with our competition if you could find all 5 coins in stock. We are more than $125 less at just $139.95. These Indian head cents have had quite the transition over the last 15 years. While it was still possible years ago to find these in your pocket change if you got lucky, those days are long gone. In fact, many collectors are having trouble finding wheat cents in their pocket change today, let alone coins as iconic as the Indian head cent. It's also a coin that's famous for being hard to find even back then, because what many don't remember is that as the cent hit 1865, they actually melted down 30 plus million of these original Indian head cents and Flying Eagle cents, making these coins from the first 5 years of issue harder to find than any other coins in the series. Then once you take into account how many of them have simply just been lost to time over the years, you have yourself the perfect collector's coin. The Indian head cent, a coin that was struck for 50 years only to be usurped by the modern day Lincoln cent that we still strike and have no end in sight. These are the original copper cents, the small cent that everyone used and then completely forgot about. We have the complete first 5 years of issue from 1859 to 1863 in our beautiful Defender holders for more than $125 less than our nearest competition. Make sure you call in now and grab yours before they're gone.